Hello, my name is Dawn Brunke, and I'm going to be reading chapter 28 of my book, Talks with Bob, True Story of Love, Death, and Life in the Afterlife. This is from book two, Beyond Grief. This was an interesting conversation because it brought to our awareness a guidance that we would come to call the subtle angels. And it was a kind of angelic guidance, and we still feel their presence, talk about them. So this is again fairly short chapter that just sort of introduces this and gives a little balance to the talk, I think. All right, let me begin. Chapter 28, The Subtle Angels. I'm feeling more settled in my body these days, I tell Bob as we start our usual early morning talk. I'm still low on enthusiasm, but there's a deeper calm now. How about you? I'm in a misty space, he says. Also calm. I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I feel guided. There's a path I feel into and move along, and I trust it completely. Come feel this with me. Maybe you'll feel it in your life too. We're on a similar journey, but in different worlds. I think the talks have opened this up for us. An extra surprise, a shared guidance. When you say that, I sense it too, I say, as if I'm being guided in such a gentle way. It's my choice, and I choose to follow, to feel into it, as you say. It's all very calm and easy, isn't it? It is, he says. The phrase came, maybe, subtle angels. It feels akin to angelic guidance, yet very subtle, very gentle. Though now the guides are saying that that is what angelic guidance is, subtle and gentle. They're smiling, aren't they? I ask. I see them smiling and sharing this little joke because these angels, not warrior angels, but these particular guiding angels, are subtle in a loving, whispering, gently touching sort of way. Yeah, he says, that's where I am. Imagine me high on a mountain pathway. I'm walking up and around the mountain, into the clouds, into the mist, so high. I'm with others, maybe guides, maybe fellow travelers. There are several of us, all following the path upward, step by step. We're doing this in a rather physical way, even though we don't have physical bodies. We're not flying, we're walking, moving our feet on the mountain path. Is it a specific type of journey, I ask? It's specific to this realm, he says, or to us, or to me, I don't know. When you're in the mist, you don't know all the particulars. I'm surprised I can talk with you this way. You sound clear to me, and our communication is clear. Whereas in physical life, it would be full of static or not even available because where I am is so remote and misty. I'm not sure what that tells us, I say, but thanks for inviting me to feel that. And it is similar to how I feel guided right now, guided so gently, not following a plan I know of, though I know there is one. I'm just moving along, both leading and following. That's it isn't, he says. I feel like I'm guided, but also that I'm leading this journey. So here's a thought. Maybe I'm all of these travelers, the guide, the fellow travelers, and me too. I'm all of these beings on this journey. Kind of like life, I ask. We're all these parts inside, some of us leading, some following, some hiding, some wailing, some talking and laughing. This morning, I once again met myself at the kitchen table. I found another self in the basement of my belly. She wanted to show me a doorway to somewhere else. But first, she joined us at the table. She said her name was Mora, as in more of something else. She didn't talk much, but she came to the table and I gave her a little pot of tea, and that was progress. Funny how that sounds. To the outer world, it might seem like a strange daydream, but it's not. It's significant in the inner world. An actual self has come to the table. I'm feeling for the corresponding parts here, he tells me. These cells feel like fellow aspects of me. Maybe we'll gather in the tent and have a talk. This is a journey of days. There's no days here, but it feels that way. A time of travel, one foot after another, and then we rest. Hot drinks, trekking food. I'm going to imagine a tent with lanterns and talk before sleep. Funny how the images from physical life come to me here, how they visit the afterlife. It's almost as if I'm closer to the physical realm right now than I was earlier in the afterlife. Why do you think that is? You're asking me? I ask. Well, what comes to mind is a spiral of experience. Maybe it's like my journey of grief. I'm fine one moment, then sadness comes suddenly, and I'm right back at the beginning, crying and missing you. Then I move on, and something else opens, and then it all starts again. So maybe you are spiraling around this mountain, revisiting where you've been, re experiencing physical life with a new perspective. There's less fear of dying, he says, that's for sure. And see, I say, you have a new vantage point. You get to do this old life version of trekking up a mountain, but in a less encumbered way. So there's the possibility of more freedom, more elevated thought. Good way to say it, he says. Elevated insight, and deepened insight too, both extremes. That's why I'm trekking up a crazy high mountain with winds and snow and dark clouds and ice. That's the physical life image of what I'm doing. Hard in one way, but now with calm guidance too. And that's another set of extremes. I feel that in a similar way, I say. I'm living in several worlds right now. The inner world, the physical world, the spirit world. I don't have gauges to know how I'm doing. Yesterday, my friend Wanda said with genuine admiration that she thought I was doing amazingly well. Others have said that too, but I have nothing to compare it to. I see myself when I'm crying and desperate, so I don't know if I'm doing well at all. Yet other times I see myself doing this inner work, having these talks with some uplifting moments of clarity and bliss, and I realize, wow, I'm doing something amazing here. So, like you said, we're just moving along, doing what needs to be done as we follow and lead this gentle guidance within and around us. I'm smiling with you, he says. I know you are, I say. I feel that smile every day. I'm holding your hand, he says, and I'm smiling. So happy to be doing this together with you in our heart. Mm. I don't have too much to comment on that one. They were gentle insights, kind of a catching up of where we've been. Um, and I will say, if you continue to listen to these, you'll hear more about the subtle angels, who became really significant in our lives together. All right. Hope that was helpful for you. Links in the description, books, website, channel. All right. More coming. Thanks for listening.